we go, bathroom check. Another one. Call this the Herringbone. First thing I want to do, since they live there, get me a nice zip wall here. Keep the dust out. Demo time. All right, toilet, vanity, faucet, mirror, light. The other recessed mirror, we left that. Only the towel here. Towel in the shower. You see the shower there with the glass. And a small recessed. It was a curved shower. We're going curbless here. Be careful taking the glass off. I don't want to break it. It's probably tempered. Be a bunch of pieces. Nonetheless, clean demo here on that glass. Oh, just take it off where the brackets are. Bust the walls down, clean up as I go. It was a condo, so it was metal studs, commercial building. Bag it up. Concrete floor. Now over here, you see this red clay? That was like the buildup. That was the original shower there. So the issue here was get this squared up because we want to square, and it's curbless, so it wanted to be recessed. I wasn't thinking about concrete floor. That wasn't going to work. But then the original shower that had the angle was already recessed. Shaved down and with a hammer and a little bit on my jackhammer. Shaved down the thin set. I didn't have my cup grinder. I didn't want to go back and get it. Actually, my truck was in the shop. Oh, I had to cut the water off. Man, I was nervous in here. Oh, I had to call a few people. Shout out to the pipe fitter, one of the guys I follow on Instagram. I had to hit him up like, man, where is the main shutoff? He ended up telling me. I kind of had an idea, but they had the fire shut off in there too. I was just like, yeah, I don't want to mess with it, but I had to. They're like, yeah, you got to cut your own water off. I'm like, what? Usually the building association does that part. Nonetheless, put my shut-off valves on and then cut it back on. I almost messed up because I forgot to turn this off the pump. But then my other plumber I had called, because I was calling everybody because I ain't never did this before. He told me, man, make sure you cut the pump off. Oh, yeah, I did. Drain the water down.
Because the drywall is 5/8, don't got 5/8
video.
go where I could shim it out 1/8. Anyway, it's like doing all that.
It's gonna stay.
5/8, 6 sheets, 4 bags of VersaBond, 2 gray, 2 white. As I take the material up, take garbage down.
Yeah.
No wasted trips, all right?
I guess getting the material in. Nonetheless, back. Yeah, did I even have a cup grinder at this point? I don't know. I don't care. I get it done either way. You hear me? Yeah, it's tedious. Yeah, it's better ways to do it. But it's always more than one. And it was down there good. All right. So the shower faucet, take that apart. For the curbless, we're doing the Schluter pan system. It's going to get funky, but it's going to be right. Don't trip. Take the guts out to sweat the mixing valve. Get that nice and centered. Did I get it centered with the drain or centered with the shower? I believe it's centered with the shower because the drain is offset and you can't move the drain because of the concrete floors. They don't allow that. And it was like a 8-foot cavity below the 8-inch slab of concrete. Get my bright light in there so you can see all my imperfections because you know I'm a perfectionist. You hear me? Sweat. Copper is cold. Conduit is cold. Oh, there it is. Got my cup grinder. Should use that first, huh? Did what I could with that. Couple pieces in the corner. All right, get the mixing valve on. Test the water. Good to go. Get ready for my offset pan. I had to get an oversized pan. Super oversized. Yeah, that was really offset. But it worked my magic here. So yes, I had to cut it. And yes, I understand when you cut it, it changes the slope. I had to chisel back some of this concrete to cut the copper drain to get my adapter on the boot, rubber boot, to go to PVC, copper to PVC. I tied a string to the pipe cutter just in case I dropped it. I told it's 8-foot cavity underneath this 8-inch slab. Got the pipe cut, got the boot on with my PVC so I can go PVC from copper to PVC for the Schluter drain flange. It has to go on to PVC. You got to glue it on. All right. Again, since I was offset, I accounted for that. Measure down for my drain. Get that cut. Dry fit everything. Good to go. And then you want to put down the Schluter pre-pitch with the thin set. Now, I added thin set on the short side so that everything will be level. You see, I'm checking the level. I understand when I cut it, the pitch is lower, so it changes the level on the perimeter. Right? I was almost about flush with the concrete there. Maybe about a 1/4 inch I needed to build up, or less, a little bit less. So get all my thin set mixed up. To pack it in there and put extra on the perimeter. Back butter with the teeth. Get everything nice and leveled. A little patching with my leftover. Hit my seams. And then come with my Schluter membrane. Keep everything waterproof here. Then set that down. Come with the curdy band over the seams, and then curdy band in the corners to be behind the waterproof baseboards. Get the flange in, then set. And Durarock. Yeah, I like to use Schluter and Durarock. Why you just don't use your Schluter walls? Because I don't like foam walls. It's crazy to me. All that stuff they come out with. I've been using this forever. It's commercial grade. Nonetheless, 5/8 Durarock. And you know what I'm going to do. Red guard the shit out of it, you hear me? About 5 coats of red guard here. I put it on super thick. I build up in the corners and on the seams. I know my mesh police around here somewhere. Hey, like I said, that was just a couple of coats. What happened here? I think they changed the faucet on me. Yeah. Nonetheless, it's in. And then we have to figure out the custom niche here. Nice view. South Loop, almost downtown Chicago. A nice wide niche. Cut the metal studs. And use those cutouts as my side backing for my screws. And then take some track and build my frame. I'm a beast with the metal now. I learned how to frame with metal before wood, actually. Get my backing, my wood backing. I'm not done with the red guard. That was just a few coats to get it going, to get it started. I got to do about 3 more coats after that and get the seams real good. But I had to finish up behind the wall first. But before that, I might as well throw on a couple of coats. All right, framing complete. Screw that from the backside closet to catch the other side. The curdy band waiting to go down in the inside corners here. Everything nice and sealed. It's really waterproof, everything. Oh, there is your thin set on the seams. Now I'm ready to finalize the red guard and the red guard inside the niche. Come together, waterproof everything. Big towel. Told you it's curbless, so I got to make my breaks on this. They wanted to try to match up the veins, but I told them it's a print. It's not natural stone. You can't match up the veins, really, with a print. I did what I could. I got one good vein in the middle there. A nice cutout on the flange. Dry fit everything. And make my thin set. Have my young boy. Employee of the month. Is that my daughter? I can't tell. Oh, that's my son. He had braids. half his head was braided. Oh my goodness. Nonetheless, my self-leveling clips, my 3-foot snapper here. I was getting some of the pieces under 3 feet. I was able to use that. Get my cuts and my little sanding stone. And figure out this curbless. Oh, this was my first break there. It was offset a third, I believe. I can't even remember. It was a crazy offset because it wasn't even a pattern. She was trying to match up the veins. I did what I could. She was satisfied. All right. Gotta get underneath the door jamb here. I ended up changing a couple of the pieces in the shower because there was too many breaks. Yeah. So with this, the piece right there, this piece right here, what happened? It's supposed to be a break on that. It is a break. I was pointing out to her what it was with the veins, and it was one of them. I think I'm replacing one of these. Right. This small piece by the door, she didn't like that. She'd rather be a full, because it was a small piece by the door, then it was going to be a break in the shower. So we wanted to do a full piece by the door so it wouldn't be 2 breaks in the shower. So bottom right, that small piece we want to get rid of. And this big piece here, I had to chisel all the damn thin set off. Tedious, but we got to get it right for the client. You know, I like the customer is always right for the most part. But I get it exactly how you want it. Oh, the vanity's in. Heavy ass concrete top. Get the toilet in. They had 2 bathrooms, well, but they needed this one. I had to get some more towel. All right, and then extra towel because we were still trying to match up the damn veins. So I'm like, this doesn't work like that, but we did what we could. Dry fit the vanity. That's that first break to the left there in the middle row. And then we come with this full piece here. It stops right where the break is in the shower to get the pitch. So the shower now has 2 pieces instead of 3 pieces. It was 3 and it was too many. It was 3 pieces in the shower, then a small piece by the door. Now it's 1 full piece at the door and only 2 pieces in the shower. And square drain, I always recommend a square drain. It's easy to work with. And then save that piece because that's going to go in the middle of the drain. The drain will be towel. And then get my brakes from the corner of the outside corner to the corners of the drain. Since the drain was offset, it is what it is. Still make it look good. All right. So everything is pitched and sloped to the drain. Good to go. Looking good, you know where in the neighborhood. I like to finish the floor first because I like to do the towel on top. Speaking of towel, yes, herringbone. This is the Herringbone Bathroom. Get my first row. It's most important. Everything nice and square. Really 45. But you can use the square to make sure that you go in the right direction. So you put the 45 on, and if you level the top of it, it should be level. And the bottom 45 will mean that everything is square, perpendicular, whatever you want to call it. Got my trim up first. Double check with the laser. I don't use the laser the whole time. I just check. Almost forgot to finish rear guard. I'll put the fan on, and it's dry. Another coat. All right, I'm ready. Tedious. It was supposed to be additional work orders. I showed you what the pattern I wanted. I didn't. Yeah, but I wasn't considering all these pieces. My fault. My mistake. A little more rear guard in a shower niche. Keep running it up. It's really about the cuts. You want to stay square. You want to keep your cuts. All your cuts should be the same if everything is level and plumb. Even a small baby cut in the corner. These small cuts on the side. A little sandstone, get it nice and polished on the edge. Oh, got my orange saw. And then we got a folded towel. We got the towel folder. Got a folded towel in the corners. I got everything set up right in the bathroom. That's the whole reason I bought the orange saw. So it's no traveling between cuts. A bunch of walking. None of that. And run it up. Tedious. Man, it was taking some time. I got to put the trim on first. The door casing. Because there is no trim. I don't like to do trim and aluminum trim. We keep a small gap and then we silicone that. But you want to be nice and tight to the door casing. A small gap. I mean, like a 30-second. Not touching, but a small gap. KUTZ cuts, check. Now we're trying to match the pattern in the back of the niche. You see it? Yes. KUTZ, and say it again. Oh, that small little cut there. But I had to do it. Because I gotta make it look right. Make it look good. You know where. In the neighborhood. Oh, a parlay siding. So I hate painting. I paint, but I just, at least it's my favorite thing to do. Take me too long. Because I'm so meticulous. You hear me? 2 coats of primer, 1 coat of paint. Wait on the patches to dry. That's the whole setup. Right in the space. Right in the office. Pulling the spaces out, wipe it down. Coming together. Couple pictures on that pattern. Matching the back of that niche. I didn't do the sides. It was too much to match the sides, to fold inside the niche. I don't think it even works like that. Alright, parlay the painter. And you'd be like, I do more than just paint. But you do paint the best. Oh, and I gotta finish running it up here. Match the pattern on the top. Fold it in the corners. I mean, this took almost twice as long as I thought. Unfortunately. But luckily, it was only the tile. It wasn't a full gut. It was only the floor and the shower here. And of course, the toilet light vanity, mirror sink. These last cuts. And the floor is already done. When people work in reverse, I used to work in reverse and do the walls first and say, I don't want to mess up the floor. But if you put the floor down good, it's not going to get messed up. People got to shower on it for the lifetime anyway, because it's a lifetime guarantee working with me. Yeah. My last little piece up in the corner, and then it's time for the niche. Finish up the right side with the mirror light vanity, dry fit everything. They did have a nice little setup there with the gold and black on the finishes. We had to get 2 faucets in. It was a gold faucet and a black faucet. All black, all gold. But take the trim kit and split it up. The handle was black and then the trim was gold, or vice versa. Can't remember. Nonetheless, wiping down this grout. Charcoal grout. And white grout on the floor. Figuring out the sides here because I wasn't folding the towel. It don't work that way. So you want to go horizontal or vertical. I think I did a slight angle though. Can't remember. We'll see. Waterproof baseboards, polystyrene. You almost don't even have to paint them. You just got to keep them clean. You got to wipe them off. Coping with the saw. Because I always forget my coping saw. Toggle bolts for the wind. Because there's a preset hose on the vanity base that did not line up with the studs. Always toggle bolts for your everything, hardware, toilet paper holder. So black trim, gold faucet. Coming together. Still got to do the inside of the niche. Yeah, patch up this drywall. Where's the little moldy at? You can do that too? Yeah, I can do that too. Just add it up. Throw the fan on that 5 minute, drive fast, backfill, little mesh. Make everything look good. That's the idea. Put that trim back. Oh, I was never there. I ain't even primed it yet. Do your best, caulk the rest, hit it with some primer. My other son. I bring everybody to work. Can't even walk yet. But we working. We stand a little bit. Caulking all the polystyrene. I think I grouted. Yeah, it looked like it. It's only a little bit of grout. That ain't that many lines. Finish up my touch-ups on the paint here. Priming everything first, you hear me? I caught a stud on that one. I took that cover plate off to see if the junction box was screwed to the stud. And I was close enough, 26 inches high, 12 feet from the front of the toilet. Ceiling paint, I think the walls and the ceiling was the same. Wipe it down, trim kit. I still haven't did the inside of the niche. When it be stuff I don't be feeling like doing, I'll just wait to the end. Either I get it out the way right then and there, or it's gonna get done at the end. I do everything else. It'd be the last thing I have to do. Clearly. So that side is done. Put on the last towel holder here. Are we ready for the niche yet? Finally, I try to get a solid piece for the bottom or something. I gotta stuff this last piece of trim behind the towel. Put the door casing on. All right, get these cuts on this trim going. We ran out of towel. We was running low. They didn't want to get no more. So we end up going, I believe, vertical. Oh, that was the thing. The sides of the niche were thicker than the width of the towel. So it was either put in a piece, split it in half, or put a small piece towards the back, full piece towards the front, or go horizontal around and have long pieces. So we went with a full piece in the front, a small piece in the back. Wrap it around. Last of the grout. Don't get the black on the white. That'd be the thing. Silicone, charcoal grout inside corners. You want to put black on top of the white, not white on top of the black. All right. But looking good, you know where? Say it with me. In the neighborhood. Oh, got my marbles to test it out.